Hey everyone, welcome back to the Growth Zone. These are your hosts, George
and Kate. Today, we're tackling a big question: why passion alone isn't enough for success.
We hear a lot about chasing your passion, like it's the magic key to success. But is it really all you need to make it?
Good question, George. Passion is great. It gets you excited and ready to jump in. But here's the reality check. Passion can wear off when the going gets tough. And that's when most people start to struggle.
Let's talk about why that happens. You see, discipline is often seen as the not-so-fun part of success. Why? Because it feels restrictive, like we're forcing ourselves to do things we don't want to do. People often say, "I hate discipline," because it feels like a punishment. But in reality, discipline is about building habits that help you in the long run.
Exactly. One of the biggest challenges people have is staying motivated when they don't see results right away. For instance, imagine you're excited about getting in shape, so you start going to the gym. During the first week, you're full of energy, taking gym selfies and sharing your journey with friends. But by the third week, when the progress isn't as fast and you feel sore or tired, that motivation starts to drop. That's when discipline becomes important. It's what keeps you going even when motivation fades.
Another example is learning a new skill, like coding or building a side business. At first, it's exciting to think about becoming a tech expert or starting your own company. But then come the late nights trying to solve tough problems, the frustration when you hit a roadblock, or the boredom of repeating basic steps until you get them right. Without discipline, it's so easy to say, "Maybe this just isn't for me," and quit.
And that's why people don't discipline. It's not flashy, it's uncomfortable and feels hard. It asks you to show up when you're tired, when your friends are having fun without you, or when you're feeling defeated after a failure. But here's the thing, discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do something. It's about training your brain to do what's best for you, even when you don't feel like it.
So how do we overcome this? How do we make discipline less of an enemy?
Here's where practical steps come into play. Tip number 1. Make it easy at first. Don't set yourself up for failure by starting with goals that are too ambitious. If you're trying to work out, start with 15-minute home workouts instead of hitting the gym for 2 hours. Make the first step so small they're hard to say no to.
Tip number 2. Plan for the tough days. Expect that there will be days when you don't feel like doing anything. On those days, have a backup plan. Maybe it's a shorter version of your routine or a reminder of why you started in the first place. Keeping a journal with your goals and reasons can help you push through.
And last but not least, tip number 3. Find accountability buddies. Find someone to check in with you. Maybe it's a friend who also wants to stay disciplined, or a mentor who can encourage you when you're struggling.
Knowing someone else is rooting for you can be a powerful motivator.
Those are great tips, George, and here's why these small changes matter. Most people struggle with discipline because it's hard to see the payoff right away. You don't immediately get stronger after one workout or become fluent in a language after a week of practice. But every small step is building something bigger, even if you don't see it at first.
Exactly, Kate. This leads us to another big struggle: dealing with boredom. When the excitement fades, tasks can start to feel boring. You might think, "Why am I still doing this? It feels pointless." But that's where growth happens. If you can push through the boredom and stick to your plan, you're training your brain to stay on track even when things aren't thrilling.
And if you're wondering why this matters, think about the long game. Passion is what makes you start, but discipline is what helps you build consistency. Consistency is the secret sauce to achieving anything worthwhile. It's what makes the difference between someone who tries and someone who succeeds.
So for anyone listening and thinking, "I'm not disciplined and I hate it," know this: you're not alone. Most people don't wake up loving discipline. But it's not about loving it. It's about understanding that discipline is your tool for making progress when motivation takes a backseat.
That's it. So start small, stay patient, and remember, it's normal to face struggles and hate discipline at times. But if you can push through, you'll be stronger on the other side. And by the way, our dear listeners, as a bonus, you can get a free PDF template with all guided practices and more in the description box.
That's it for today. Thanks for joining us, and remember, build that discipline muscle one small step at a time.
For more insightful episodes, check our weekly podcast series, Step-by-Step Success, Achievable Goals and Motivation, where we break down life coaching tools to keep you motivated. Until next time, stay inspired.